What is up, friendships? Welcome to my channel. My name is Jo. If you cannot tell, I am in a particularly good mood, and that is because we hit 20 subscribers. 20! And I know that doesn't seem like a lot, especially with like the celebrity status YouTubers that we have going on today. It's a lot to me, and 100% honesty, even though it's cheesy as all hell, it gives me warm fuzzy feelings on the inside. So if anybody new wants to give me warm fuzzy feelings too, go ahead and click the button that says subscribe, because that shit crack. She said, all right, so for this kind of like 20 subscriber celebration thing, because I'm super excited about it, I have some mini spa horror stories for you. If you missed my very first video, the most awkward breakground on YouTube, I mentioned I am an esthetician. Esthetician, you know, skin care therapist, manis, pedis, facials, waxing. I particularly love waxing. Says Mr. Miyagi. Let me know if you get the joke. God, I should be a dad. Anyway, I'm just gonna jump right into these spa horror stories. I have them all written down here on my phone. So let's hit it. The first one I have on my list is a particularly irksome pet peeve of mine. I'm very, very, very anal about spa cleanliness. Very anal. And in this one spa I was working in, my coworker was not as concerned with cleanliness, or at least not as much as I was. And we had a shower in our treatment room. We had to share a treatment room. So we had a shower in the treatment room for when we do mud wraps and things like that, so the clients can wash off. But it has these like beautiful doors, glass doors on it, obviously. However, almost said her name again. God dang it. My coworker would take a lot of Brazilian and bikini waxes, which I love Brazilian waxes. I love bikini waxes. Give me all the hair, girl, I will wax you, okay? Or boy, it doesn't matter to me. But those were kind of like her bread and butter. And obviously the wax that we use to take hair off of bodies is very sticky. Who would have guessed? And if you put too much on the area that you are waxing and rip it too quickly, wax can actually fly off the strip into the abyss. So I frequently would find chunks of like thin spread out wax, like this big, on the shower door, full of pubes. Not only that, I don't know how she did this, because she was supposed to be wearing gloves. She got the wax all over the doorknobs and everything too. Like to go in and out of the treatment rooms. I get if you get wax on the doors inside the treatment room, sometimes it's unavoidable. That's totally fine. But exiting the treatment room, what? How? And let me tell you, there is nothing more depressing than walking in to the spa first thing in the morning, ready to go, and seeing a huge chunk of pube-filled wax in the middle of your room. So, clean your stations. That's all I gotta say. next mini horror story, oh my goodness. So when I was in school to become an esthetician, I had these two classmates who became super close throughout the year. They were super cute together. I loved them. They're fantastic girls. But one of them liked to do her eyebrows in a particular way. And they looked gorgeous on her. Like she did a damn brow. Her makeup skills were on point. But the way she did her brows, she wanted to do like the fade thing in here and then just fill it in with makeup and everything over here. So her and my other classmate go and wax her brows off like that. So she has like these little Rottweiler, whoops. My instructor was furious because we had to take clients that afternoon. I don't think she brought her makeup with her. I can't remember. It was like 4 years ago. But not quite a horror story, but pretty funny. Oh God, another brow story. This one made me question everything. I wasn't sure I should be an esthetician after this appointment happened. So in my very first year of being out in the working world, school's done. I'm making my way, I'm making my coin. I have a lady walk in. She wants her eyebrows tinted and waxed. And tinting eyebrows is not a hard task to do if you know what you're doing. It's not hard. So I'm the only one that was free at the time, so I take her back. And, you know, we're chit-chatting, small talk, you know, how's the weather, la la la, what are you doing after this? Whatever. And she's quite blonde, like, quite blonde, mind you. And she's like, I just want to tint my eyebrows, like, a natural brown kind of color. And, you know, it's okay if they're a little bit darker. Not a problem. I know it fades quite quickly. And I'm like, perfect. This is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is what I do all the time. This is easy. It was supposed to be easy. So we go about our business. Da 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 da. We get to the tinting process. I don't know why. I don't know how. I know for a fact I mixed my fecking tints properly. But her brows were not taking the color. And I was freaking out because she had to go pick up her daughter after this. She doesn't have a bunch of time to sit there and wait for me to figure out my shit. Like, she's got a life to live, okay? And so I'm starting to freak out because I know she's on a time crunch. And so I put a little more black, not black, but like the dark brown color, inside my tint mix. And we try it again. Let me tell you, this lady's eyebrows went black in like 3 fecking seconds. Black. Oh my God. So as soon as I notice that they are going dark, 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 I take the tint off and I'm like, holy shit. She looks like she got drawn on with a Sharpie. These brows are not okay. They're not acceptable. And I know the ladies out there know, and some of the boys know, you don't fuck with somebody's brows. So I tell her the situation because I'm not going to sit there and lie to her and tell her, Mama, everything's fine. So I told her, I'm going to grab one of my coworkers to get a second opinion on how to correct the situation. Understandably, she is upset. I get it. I get it. Like, I just made her look like Sputnik from Sonic the Hedgehog brows. Like, I would have been pissed too. Like, I would have probably ripped my own damn head off if somebody had done that to me. Like, frick. So I grab one of the senior ladies at the spa, and I bring her into the room. And she suggests putting the developer on the brows, because that will lift the color. It's hydrogen peroxide, right? Frick. This is like giving me anxiety to think about again because it was so bad and I felt so terrible. Okay. So we put the developer on her eyebrows, and leave it. And at this point, she's had to call her daughter and let her know she's not going to be on time to pick her up because this woman in this high-class spa has screwed up her face beyond fixing. And she was crying too. Like, I felt so fucking bad. I felt so bad. Like, you know how important brows are. Brows are so damn important. Anxiety. So the developer is starting to work. It's starting to lift out the color. Thank Jesus. But then I notice them mother bitches are orange. I don't know if anybody has tried to color their hair a darker color and then regret it and then try and lighten it, and it goes that weird brassy orange color. It's not a cute look for brows. She didn't think it was a cute look for her brows either. And so because I have like a major anxiety disorder, actually diagnosed, I froze. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what my next step should have been. I had thought I had gone to like every part I could try, and she didn't want me to put another color on the brassy brow. And to be perfectly honest, I wasn't comfortable putting another color on top of that brassy brow. It was orange. I turned her fucking eyebrows orange. So, learned from that mistake. We'll never, ever do that again. Okay. Anxiety. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. And if by some miracle that lady sees this video and she recognizes me, I am so sorry again. It's been like 3 years and I still remember your face, and I am so sorry. Moving on from that awkward taco mess. In the same spa that all the previous two stories happened in, it was a little creepy in there at night. A little paranormal, if you know what I mean. A little terrifying. And I don't know what it is about this, but for some reason, I always have something paranormal happening around me. I don't know why. It was probably because I was born under a full moon. But I was taking another brow client. I had moved past the orange brows lady. So sorry, orange brows lady. We had moved past, anxiety was gone. We are going forward because I learned from mistakes. So I'm in this room waxing this lady's brows. Everything is going perfect. Perfect. Until I turn around to get some wax on a stick. And As my back is turned, I am nowhere near the cart. I am nowhere near. I wasn't touching it whatsoever. I hear a big crash. And because of the way there's a mirror placed into this room, I saw the headlamp that we use to be able to see when we're doing people's faces fall off the cart and strike this woman in the head. These lamps are not light. Like, they're not, 15 pounds or whatever, but like they're probably a good 5. Like, they're not little lamps. And it came down on her head with full force. I was surprised she didn't get knocked the fuck out. Longest yard. Tell Rodney you got knocked the fuck out. Sorry. Yeah, so I was shocked. And she was just as shocked too, because we were just talking and all of a sudden she just get battered upside the head, like with friggin' equipment. And so I run, I grab her ice packs. I'm making sure she's okay. I'm like, how's your vision doing? Can you see this? Follow this pen. Just trying to make sure she was okay. And she was fine. She was fine. She had a bit of a lump on her head, and it kind of gave her a headache after. But she was so nice about it. She knew, like, it was, I couldn't have done anything to try and stop it. Like, it just fell off the cart somehow. And I say that might be a paranormal thing because you think it was like 2 days later, the mirror that I saw her get struck through fell to the ground and shattered overnight. Okay. And then you know what, there's a whole bunch of different things that happened at that place that I can make a paranormal spa video about. Ooh, paranormal spa, that'd be relaxing. Yeah. So I called her a couple days later to make sure she was okay. She was okay. She wasn't concussed. Her headache had gone away. She had just like a little bit of a red spot. She was good, but man, I don't know. Oh, this one's a good one. Okay. So I had this one client who would always want pedicures, and I would hate giving her pedicures. Hate it. I hated it. Would you like to know why? Would you like to know why? This woman had so many warts on her feet, it was more wart than foot. Do you ever react to something so hard that you have to grow extra chins? And like, she would never understand. I'd just be like, you have to get this taken care of before we can do another treatment on you. Like, you have to. And she never would. And it just drove me nuts. Like, I was just like, why do you keep coming back? Why do you keep coming back? I'm gonna keep telling you no. Anyway, that one was so gross. So gross, people. Oh, I do love the spa. Ooh. Okay, next one. Next mini story. Let's see. Got 3 more after this. So, 7. We're on number 7. I can count. Oops. All right. So I was able to get a job doing pretty much exclusively training for new estheticians coming into the industry, kind of thing. And there was one day where I had to think about 5 estheticians in the spa. And I was supposed to kind of be like lead esthetician kind of thing and make sure everything ran smoothly. And two of these girls had been in this program for quite some time. Not quite, like, not longer than normal, but longer than the other girls had been in the program. So they knew all their basics and everything like that. And they tell me, we're going to go do a bikini wax. I said, perfect, you guys know what you're doing. Tell me your procedure. La 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 la. Awesome possum, I'm going to come check on you in a little bit. Cool. So I go around. They get all set up. She's on the table. I check on them. Everything looks good. I watch her pull a couple of strips. Everything is perfect. I say, good job. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Because there's other people who needed help at the time. I think about 5 minutes later, I see this one girl's head sticking out from the curtain. And she's pale, like white like a sheet. And she makes eye contact with me. And you know that when that look that you have with people, and you just know shit's about to go down. So I hustle my booty over there. I'm like, what's going on? And at the time we were using this red wax. It was really nice, actually. It looked like the candy on the outside of the candy apple. Like, it was really pretty wax. So we were using that kind of wax at the time. And that can look a little bit disturbing. Red wax, you know, use your imagination. I don't know how. I'm suspecting maybe they pulled the skin the wrong way, because if you know, you have to pull the skin taut so you don't like bruise or lift skin or whatever. So, but because it was in the crease that she was waxing of her leg here, she pulled the wrong direction and it somehow ripped this poor other girl's skin open right in the crease of her bikini line. And it was a rip about that big. And there was blood everywhere. And there was also red wax everywhere still. So I had to find a way to remove the wax so that we could tend to her cut that is now just like into the entrance of the Grand Canyon kind of thing. Like, this poor girl, I felt so bad for her. So we finally got her all cleaned up, you know, got it so it was nice and clean and everything like that. Told her some aftercare, you know. Told her if she needed anything from me, let me know. If she was feeling funny, if it was hurting, if it was burning, any of that. And she was a damn freaking trooper about it. Like, she was like, it's okay, I'm okay. And you know that time when people say, like, I'm okay, but you know on the inside they's not okay. Yeah, she was just like, it's okay, I'm okay, you know, everything's gonna be okay. Tell her not to worry about it, because the student who did it, couldn't handle blood. She couldn't handle blood, unfortunately. So she had to leave the room, which I didn't want her passing out in the middle of the treatment room either. So I'm like, yeah, go sit down. So she was just telling me, like, you know, tell her that it's okay, that I'm not mad at her, everything's fine. And I'm like, okay, let's just focus on cleaning up your chin cut. Woo. Okay. But that girl learned from that mistake, though, so I can't really fault her. You make mistakes as long as you learn from them. Oh, another waxing story. Why do I have so many waxing stories? So I'm not going to lie. I absolutely love waxing men's backs and chests and stomachs. it's just so satisfying to me. So while I was working at a spa, I had this gentleman come in. And he's like, oh, I'm going on vacation with my wife, you know, I just want to be able to go to the pool and not worry about things. I'm like, cool, cool, cool. I'm going to step out of the room, take off your shirt, get on the table. I'll be right back. So I come back in a couple minutes. He's laying on the table. I walk into the room and I look at him. And for a second, I thought he didn't take his shirt off. No. He was just that hairy. To the point where you couldn't even see his skin anymore hairy. Like, oh my God. Let me tell you, I sweat during that service, man. Whew. It was a lot of work. You would be surprised how hot it gets when you're waxing. It's insane. Just like sweat, 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 sweat. But man, it's satisfying when you're done. And this poor guy was like, he was trying to be so strong. And I could tell he was in a lot of pain. There's only so much I can do for you, you know, when I'm waxing a back. There's only so much I can do to make you feel comfortable. So I shouldn't laugh at this, but looking back on it, it's pretty funny. He's laying on the table and I finish half of his back. Completely clean, bare, beautiful. Moving on to the next half, like his head's here. This half of his back is done. This half of his back is not done. And so I go to move to the other side of him. And just before I lay the wax down, he looks up with me with like tears in his eyes and he's like, can we stop? And I'm like, yes, absolutely we can stop. But just so you know, you got a yin-yang thing going on right now. And he's like, okay, I can do this. Let's do this. And kudos to him. He finished the back wax. Never saw him again, but he did it like a trooper, man. His wife made him, and I hope it was worth it for him. Oh, poor guy. Quick little one. So a lot of the times we do like couples massages, couples facials, that kind of thing. So I was going into a room one time with a fellow esthetician to do a facial, couples facial. And we have these special couples rooms. I don't know if you've ever been to like a little bit fancier spa. Ew, hard tongue. A little bit fancier spa. They have these lovely rooms if you would like a couples massage, couples facial, couples whatever. Special rooms with like 2 beds in it, and usually it's like got a fireplace and very ambient and elegant and a little romantic and so this couple was in there and they had gotten a special package where they got like champagne and strawberries and shit like that with their services that they were getting that day. So we gave them a specific kind of time limit, you know, we'll be back in about 30 minutes to do your next service. So that way they know, you know, stop eating, get back in the bed, whatever. Keep an eye on the time, whatever, you know, whatever. So me and my coworker come back about 30 minutes later, give a little, and we peeky in, and they're doing it in the massage bed. I have to wash those sheets. Like I physically have to go in, pick them up, take them to the wash machine, and put them in the wash machine. Like I get it. It's romantic. It's ambient. The mood is set. Like, but why are you boinking on our treatment bed, sir and madam? Why? And let me tell you, I did not need to see that angle at that time of day. So if you go get a couples massage, don't boink in the beds. Okay. Oh, sorry. I got a couple more than I thought. I think still just 10 though, so this video is getting long. So real quickly, I had this couple come in for a pedicure. Not couple, they were just friends. They had 2 like children through their families. They were family friends, that kind of thing. Their children got hand, foot, and mouth disease. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's a common viral infection. Normally more prevalent in children. Adults can catch it. It causes sores on your hands, in your mouth, blisters on palms of your hands and your feet. Obviously, hand, foot, and mouth disease. And it can even get like on your booty and things like that. Like, it sucks. It sucks. But usually it only lasts a couple of days. So these 2 people come in, and it's been a while since they got over the illness, so they're not contagious anymore. Filing their feet was like stone. They had so many like calloused over blisters and sores. It was ridiculous. I spent freaking 2 hours paddling that foot alone. Actually, it was like stone. I am not lying 100%. It was like stone. I've never felt somebody's feet so hard. Oh my God. Let me tell you, I was feeling strong after that because constant motion of this really sucks. Because we only had 1 electric file. All right, last story, real quick one. There was a place where I was working at once, a spa I was working at. And one girl came in one day and she looks at all of us and goes, "There's a homeless man sleeping underneath the school." And we're like, "Oh, okay." And this girl wasn't really known for telling the truth all that much. So we thought she was just kind of like, playing it up or whatever. There were some homeless people in the area, so like maybe she saw one of them sitting by the building. I don't know. Nope, sure enough. Next day, one of my coworkers comes in early in the morning and she sees him exiting from underneath like this little stairwell from the back. So there was a homeless man living underneath my work. So that was fun. I have no idea what happened to him. I know he didn't stick around for long, so I'm assuming that the building owners called the police or whatever. But whatever, this video is long AF, so I'm gonna end it right here. For watching this video. Sorry, my camera just like popped up a thing. I'm not sure what's happening. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much to my 20 subscribers. Honestly, thank you. I will see you guys next Tuesday. Have a great week.